half player, and I'll explain to you why. Because it's a shorter, quicker throw, and it's also, because of that, it's a higher percentage throw. You can drive the ball just because of proximities. You can drive the ball, and passing seems a little bit better than the field throw. One of the things, it's a constant debate in our staff room. One of our receiver coaches we just hired from Purdue a year ago. He's got me talking and reading to the field. So my point to you guys is, against cover 2 on Fort Murray's side, you've got to give your quarterback some parameters where to start. We've chosen to start with the boundary half because of the proximity, the shorter, quicker, higher percentage throw, a little bit easier to read. Doesn't say that you can't do it to the field. I do believe that you got to do one of the two though. You can't give him the whole field here. You guys say, look, man, you're going to read that half player to the boundary, or read the half player to the field to make him wrong. We've chosen the boundary, and that's what you'll see us in this clip. If the middle's closed, we read the middle third defender. Progression, if the field's open, we read the boundary go to the boundary hash route to the check option, which is run by the back. If it's closed, we read the boundary hash to the field hash to the check option underneath it. And protection look for the quarterback if he gets 1 or 2 strong. Again, this is slide protection. All these, for the most part, have been in slide protection. If 1 or 2 come front side, he's got to go hot to number 2, which is going to be the hash route that's going to the boundary. And that's, the reason why I like X special now, again, is because it gives you a chance to always be right against zone pressure teams, especially on the zone pressure freak right now, because, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl with all the zone pressure stuff, and everybody in college football this year, I mean, we saw a drastic change. The Big 12 has been a man in your face, cover 1, cover 0, man pressure lead for 4 years. This year, we saw absolutely 0 man. We saw almost all zone pressures. So because of that, the X special and Z special play, because of the fast answer on the hitch route, the fade hitch route, became a better answer for us. When we played against man teams and straight zone teams, or lock them in by down and distance situation, whatever it may have been, this play here still held up. It's still a great play. So here's some variations of how we've run it. This has been a play that we've run in a long situation. It's been a play that we've run on first down as much as in a long situation. And to run in a long situation, we wouldn't do it unless we knew that the teams primarily by percentages going to be a zone team. Now, for us, all goes special. And the term specials call means it's coming for the quarterback and for the receivers. I was asked a question, and so I defined this. 2-jet in our terminology is the protection. All go is the route tag that speaks to everybody in the offense. Conceptually, it tells them what to run on 1, 2, 3, whatever. Okay? So 2-jet all go special for our offense, the quarterbacks and receivers means it's coming, a Fort Murray's coming out 3 by 1. What we do is with number 1 to the boundary, he runs a go route. The go route, he landmarks the bottom of the numbers. Number 1 to the field landmarks the bottom of the numbers on a go route, okay, to the field. Number 2 to the field runs the field hash route. We give him a relationship on the hash route. We want him on the hash or what would be 3 yards outside the hash, okay? If it goes cover, if it's number 3, however we get to it, number 3 is going to handle the hot. That's what those little lines mean. If he gets 2 off of that side, or as soon as he sees inside linebacker flash, he flashes his eyes back and we get the ball out to him right away. If no pressure, it's go. He gets a zone drop out of the linebacker, then he's going to landmark this backside hash. He wants to aim right for the hash, and we want both of these guys, him to have won his race by 12, and him to achieve the hash by 12 to 14. The tailback is in double protection. He's on the man side of protection here. He inside out 1 to 2, and his job is to run the option route based off of what's happening underneath. He gets zone drop out of the linebackers. He finds an open passing lane and just sits down and gives his quarterback numbers. If there's a linebacker waiting for him to snug up and play man, he pushes and runs opposite of the leverage of the defender. So he has a true option route. The quarterback begins on a 5 and close. If we're playing against the middle me hop over here. If we're playing against a middle third defender, okay, just take that example first. The quarterback is going to take his eyes and make that middle third guy wrong between the two inside verticals. If he runs to the field, he looks into the field and drives the ball in the passing seams. It's always an intermediate throw. It's a throw, I tell the quarterback, that is taking place between 14 and 20 yards deep. If you hang on to the ball and throw it past 20, you're asking for trouble. You're throwing the ball late, deep, or late over the middle, you're going to get it picked. You should have checked the ball down. That's why the check down, again, getting back to that, is so important in the offense. So if he runs, we're driving the ball in that intermediate zone to the tight end who's running the boundary hash. If he takes off and runs on the boundary hash route, we drive the ball right here to the field hash route. If he takes a middle third drop, it's fielder's choice. We always try to take him and move him with the eyes. And if he's setting even and not leaving, we'll take the ball and throw it right there to that backside hash route by the number 3 receiver, which in this case by diagram is going to be the tight end. If it's cover 2, let me skip down here. These are all different variations. If it's cover 2, as I said, we start off by teaching our guys to be the boundary half player. Okay? So as the X gets the outside release and he's pushing down the field, he's taking the safety off the hash. We'll finish him there with our eyes and throw the ball to the number 3 receiver, which is going to be the E in this case here. We kind of cross these guys up so that we can create a rub and a mesh. If he stays on the hash, then the ball should come out to number 1. If it's muddy at all, if the coverage washes, we're starting to see more quarters back in football in our league anyway right now, where it had disappeared and was non-existent, as I said before, then we drop the ball underneath with the check down. So it's a real simple concept. Now what we do with the switch call, where you see switch tagged onto it, all we're doing with this is we're creating a rub, okay? What happens is, no matter how we get to it, the receiver who becomes number 2 in both examples is going to come off of the verticals created by the receiver that's 1 and the receiver that's number 3, and he's going to come off of those verticals and he's going to run now what is the backside hash route. It's still a 3-by-1 look. It still gives you the same look. All we're trying to do by running these guys vertical is create, again, we like this against a man team, especially a man-free team, is create a rub where we can hit a big ball with the Z coming over, or whoever it may be. In this case, in both these examples, it is the Z, the receiver who becomes number 2. But the landmarks for number 1 stay the same. The landmarks for the guy that becomes number 2 stay the same. The landmark for the receiver that is actually creating the switch move is still the same as far as the hash and also the numbers. The tailback is still running a check option underneath. The quarterback's pocket is still 5 and closed. All switch has done is allowed us the ability to create a mesh, once again, to break the guy over. Okay? Now, I'll show you a couple of clips of this here real quick, and then talk to you a little bit about this play. This play again this year was pretty good to us. We were able to hit it. I think, let me bring this back here to see if we read on this tape. Okay, here, this is 2-jet all-go special here. And we do it 1,001 ways. Once again, just as a reminder, all-go special is run because we're creating by formation structure the same look we create to run drive, the same look we create to run spacing out of. We're going to also run all-go special or all-go switch out. This gives us an ability to attack the field vertically off of the same look. And this is an example right here of a middle third look. They're moving to really what is 3D roll coverage to the boundary. The quarterback's going to read the middle third player that's sitting right here in the third. He's staying to the field. He's going to come back and go to the boundary hash route. And it's just real simple. The key guys, this guy here getting an outside release. This is an excellent job by the receiver at the top. Getting an outside release. He's got to stretch the defense, especially against this look here. Gets the corner, in this case here, the low corners out of there, as well as the third player, which is the safety, the free safety coming off the hash.
Why is the motion receiver running the hash, spinning in, and wanting to stay outside?
This guy here, coming in motion?
Yeah.
Okay. he should be, yeah, he's landmarked pretty good. What we tell our kids here is at 12 yards, you'd like to have, in a perfect world, you'd like him to stay outside, okay? You want him to stay outside and run through his outside shoulder. But as he sees that this defender is starting to give width on him, and rather than fight him and get hung up, because the key on this play is not so, the release is important, but what's vital to the play is the deep spacing that occurs across the board. You know, that you get 4 guys spaced up. This laser 1, 2, 3, and 4. So rather than waste time with the release, he's going to push outside. He sees him playing with outside leverage, duck inside, and try to keep the same landmark. What he should do once he does get inside is he should thin it back up, you know, wall him off and press and keep his landmark. Now, he's a little bit off there, I think, because the ball probably got thrown. Now, this is out of a 3-by-1 look, and this is a chance. This one right here, there's a little. I put this one in there because we're going to get the ball checked down. And what happens is the coverage, now this is a robber coverage, this is lateness king, and they're playing a robber coverage on us and really playing prevent on us. And what the quarterback does is he sees it, he just takes the ball and he checks it down. Give our guy a chance to run with the ball again with his feet. Does a nice job throwing it every time. This one here will be out of a tray look, tray zip. Same picture. It's nice when they're that wide open. This against obviously a cover 0 look. You know, and what's nice about the formation variations we try to use, as you see us doing here, we'll use this in the pre-red zone and the red zone area. We all go special because we'll try to, with the formation look, create confusion in man assignments. This team here, they were pretty much exactly a man team down here. This is one of the few teams they're almost all man, so we were able to move around and create some matches and also some confusion and motion. Now, this is an example of the all-go switch. And you see us, I think this one here, we're going to actually do this one out of a 2-tight-end look. This is going to be out of solo, as we call it, solo left, X-tap, and we're going to all-go switch. You know, all you're doing, guys, is you get 4 birdies landmarked at the same spot. You see number 1 now becomes the boundary hash mark. And this is against a man team. You see it playing cover 1. You can use the man assignments, and you also create a mesh. You create a rub for number 1 that we're breaking open right here. Let's go and go for a bunch. You should have a couple more on here. This will be off of the same look, solo zap. You see we use it a couple times in this game. Create the rub, break the motion. So the man in motion becomes number 1. He runs the field goal. Tight end to the top is the tight end actually is a wide. He runs the field hash route. Number 1 to the field. Now on the switch call becomes the boundary hash route runner. Tight end to the boundary runs the boundary go route. He replaces. He becomes number 1 to the backside. So we actually have a check option. You see the check down. Great, it's a great play, switch. Just been really good to us against man free teams. We're going to run it here. They're playing the bracket coverage here, and we ran this one here because I put this one in there to show you this. This is actually the cover that we saw it and caught it against their bracket look, and we knew we had one-on-one at the top. This is the DJ Hackett kid. And we wanted to take him on the alert. Anytime, number 1 to either side, he did the football versus it's a coverage technique called. He gets man coverage, he can take it. Let me take you through a couple of things that, a couple of these 3rd down and medium calls that we have in our offense, and show you some tape on these. The thing that we run on 3rd down and medium, we like a lot of the vertical read stuff. And this concept we put is another thing we added to our offense this year. And it's 2-jet E or eagle follow. Those are 2 examples I have here. This is full field read for a quarterback, which basically means that he's going to have an ability to take care of his own pressure with a one-on-one route. It's always going to be to the boundary. It's going to be on. I'm sure the diagram in a second. If the one-on-one's taken away, he's got a low high vertical read that's going to take place over the middle of the field. Clock on is 5 and firm on the out. If they roll to play cover 2, then we're going to run it off the 5 and close. We're going to read it vertically, roll to high. The movement key, if we get a backside corner that's one-on-one, just like spacing, we'll take the out. If it goes 2 over 1, then we're going to read the play side hook curl defender, which is going to be the weak linebacker, the boundary linebacker. Regression is the one-on-one. As I said, we're going to take the out. If it goes 2 over 1 on the receiver, because we run this by and large out of a 3-by-1 set, again like spacing, again like all go switch. We're going to take the 2-on-1 with the shallow cross to the basic to a check wide by our tailback. Protection rule is 1 + 2 = hot, which is just the nature of our two-jet protection. The hot route for a quarterback is going to be the shallow cross route, which is run based on the formation book, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Here's a diagram of this play. And I've got it drawn out of our Eagle personnel. This is trio right, two-jet E-follow. Here's what the quarterback does. Just like spacing, this is where our guys like the full field read stuff, why we do so much. If he comes out and it's one-on-one over here because of the formation structure of 3-by-1, we'll throw the out all day long until they take it away off the 5 and firm. If it goes 2 over 1, what's 2 over 1? It's a jam corner with a high safety, an inverted safety with a high corner. If there's 2 guys on this one receiver, he simply comes back and plays the shallow cross to the basic, to the tailback on the check wide. One of the things that's a plus on this play is the alert on this play, which comes out of, there's really 2 different ones. If the X gets rolled up on it, and he's got a jam corner or a bump corner on him with a no safety or a middle safety look, we'll take the one-on-one on the go route. Got a chance for the big ball. This over here is a coverage alert, which means if it goes cover 4, which is quarters in our offense, how our offense terms it, and the safety sits right here on the basic, we'll light them up by throwing the post route. So when we teach our offense, I didn't say this a while ago, we tell all the receivers in the first meeting, all 5 guys got a chance to get the football. So you got to run like you're going to get the ball, and you've got to expect to get the football. One of the things that I've shown this out of that's out of a 3-by-1, and now out of a 2-by-2 look that we created a 3-by-1, creating the same look. And now we're running an eagle follow off of that, where the eagle's actually doing the following instead of the E. So we motion the eagle outside the E and really create the same look, just a little motion, a little, put a little juice on it. If it's 5 and firm, we're still taking the out. If it goes 5, if it goes 2-on-1, we go 5 and close, and we read shallow cross to the basic to the wide. Same alerts on the play.
So should you raise that up a little bit?
Sure. Like that? You see okay now?
Yeah.
Now, where did 2 + 1 equals hot?
Okay, let me show you what that is. If we get inside backer, outside backer coming off the edge, okay, that's our hot receiver right there. Okay, appreciate you asking that because I've buzzed over. Yeah, but that's the hot receiver. So the hot is the one, it's thrown on the shortest, quickest, and jet protection. The nice thing about a lot of these full field reads, as I said before, you see it in the West Coast offense, a lot of the hots are built over the football, or built on the perimeter in the man protection scheme. What those you out, you're going to see some of this diagram is on 5 and firm. The pressure wasn't getting to us because zone pressures are coming from the linemen, are coming out of a 2 shell. We're able to throw this out or throw the fade for a big play. So we never really had to throw hot. Never throw hot. Any other questions before I show you the film? Good. Okay, let me do this one. I'm going to throw another one at you here real quick, and then I'll put on this third medium. I just really took 2 plays that have been staples for us in this third down and medium category to show you. And this one here is 2-jet Y shallow cross, and on the Y shallow cross against the full field read, the quarterback's got a one-on-one. If the one-on-one's there, he's going to take it. If it isn't, if it's 2 over 1, he's going to play low-high with the vertical read based off the hook curl defender. His clock on this is 3 and firm and 5 and close. 3 and firm, if he's got a free access corner, he'll take it. You'll see the diagram and understand it in a second. And on 5 and close, he's going to read the hook curl player or the foundation. And the same thing on Y shell cross and E or eagle follow. If the quarterback's in doubt, he just plays the vertical read, the low-high read. Don't mess with the corner, don't throw a pick, just come back to the vertical read. The movement key, again, is a play side corner. Same thing, if it's one-on-one, we're going to throw the hitch route, which is down here at the bottom, the fade hitch. If it goes 2-over-1, take away the hitch, then we're going to play the shallow cross to the basic to the check through. And the 1+2 on this is, again, the protection rule for the quarterback, as I said a while ago. The shallow cross, the shortest, quickest route, is the hot route. I'll show you the diagram here. Here's a look out of, out of zebra group. This is a wing look. This goes wing left, as we call it, 2 jet wide shallow cross. Basically, what the quarterback does is this. If he's got a free access corner out here, it's cover 3. Okay, we're going to throw that hitch all day long until they take it away. If they roll up on it and play cover 1, it converts to a fade. That's a technique alert. We'll throw the big ball for a big play. If it goes cover 2, corner jams up, safety plays high, he goes 1 to the shallow cross, 2 to the basic, 3 to the check through. If they were to bring any type of pressure, let's say it's a zone pressure from the field, they're showing 2, his backside corner is rolling to the third, safety's rolling, we get the ball out there. That's why we're not going hot. Okay? If we did have to throw hot against a team, really, I don't know when we ever would. We got it built in. This would be our hot. Because the answer, and we just added this to all this year, was the ability to turn into a full field read and throw the ball out there on the perimeter away from all those people pushing inside to steal your hot routes. And so this has been a real godsend for us. It's been a good deal. I showed it again out of a little movement piece. This is tray right, zebra left, and we're doing the same thing. Number 1 to the boundary, the X is running a hitch, a fade hitch. If it gets jammed up or rolled up on, it turns it into a go route. Tight end runs the shallow cross, zebra runs the basic, Z runs the post, and the tailback runs the check through. Okay, let me show you a couple of these. I think we got 2 or 3 of these clips. On this E&E, on this first one here, we're going to see it against a middle close look. Okay, the corner down here at the bottom is going to jam up, and we're going to hit the fade. And this is against a zone pressure team. You're actually sending zone pressure from the boundary. We in our protection scheme, we got the slide on to pick it up, and the quarterback just simply play pitch and catch with the X down here at the bottom. He's jammed up on it, turn it into a fade, and we stick the ball in the hole. The E at the top is the on the ball receiver. The eagle is the inside receiver, so the eagle's got the shallow cross, the E's got the basic, and the Z's got the post at the top. And the tailback is on the check wide to the field. This is going to be a 3x1 2. Now he's going to soften up at the top. Again, the middle's closed, so the out's on, and we just take the pitch and catch. As soon as it goes one-on-one on the outside, this is a blitz posture. We scheme with our call and protection. We pick it up in the slide, and we throw the out at the top. It's one-on-one. This guy is no longer. This is not a threat, but he's in that position, so we're going to throw the one-on-one at the top. Again, both the E is going to run the basic, the E is going to run the shallow cross. We've got a post out here by the Z, and the tailback got block protection, but he would have had the wide at the bottom. Now this is going to be against cover 2 here. So now the quarterback's one-on-one is taken away. Okay? With the one-on-one taken away because it's gone 2-over-1, he should go 1 to the shallow cross. If it's knocked around, 2 to the basic up top. Shallow cross gets knocked down by the backside back, and stays down on it, and we come right back to the top on the basic. Get it thrown right here. Tailback's got the check wide, Z's got the post. 2x2 to 3x1, same thing. This time we're going to just change up who's running, who's following, who's basic. The top, it's 2-on-1, so he's going to come back and play the foundation, which is 1 to the shallow, 2 to the basic, and then 3 to the check wide. This is not the type of route technique we want out of the shallow cross. Got lost in space on us. We want him to drag release or squirt release like he does. We call it squirt release technique, stay flat, and then we want to see him push staircase and then flatten and run. He got caught lost in space on us. He shouldn't drift on the quarterback like this. It kind of hangs him out. And this is the shallow cross stuff. I apologize for this film. We must have got zapped going through the X-ray machine at the airport. I don't think we can actually see it. Now, this is going to be against a bump look at the top, and he's taking the word there on a nice throw. They got a couple more than that happening. This is out of, again, the wing look. The receiver at the top should be running the hitch. He should run the basic. He has the shallow cross, post, and check through. Now this goes cover 2. The corners, high safety with the jam corner. So he's back playing the foundation. 1 to the shallow cross farther wide, 2 to the basic over the top, and 3 to the check down, which is the tailback. Just a middle field triangle read. It's good on third, as I said, third down and medium. The nice thing about everything in the offense, they're all good normal down calls too. So the carryover for us has been the normal down offense will keep maybe a variation of a shallow cross or 2, and then obvious downs will have a variation. So that we just keep changing up the look, but again, we're doing the same thing. We do good execution. This is against the cover 1 bump look. So the quarterback, the X at the top, is going to convert the fade hitch now into a go, and he's going to take it. He's going to take the challenge. This is the coverage alert, taking the challenge and winning the game. Okay. Very good. Let me take you now. Any questions on that stuff? That's good on that. Let me show you some of our third down and short stuff here. A couple things that we've really hung our hat on over the last couple of years. Third down and short. Really just, again, try to take out a few things that have been really good to us. The first one's a play that we call 322 Y stick. Now 322 is the protection. Y stick is actually the concept that's being run. We can also add into it scat protections, which we really like also. For the quarterback, this is really simple. We kind of really start weaning them on this. This is a half ball horizontal read, so we're not reading the entire field. The clock for the quarterback's 3 and firm. His movement key is going to be the play side hurl defender. His progression, he's got an alert, which is I'll show you here in a second, which is going to be predicated on coverage technique. He's working the flat to the stick to the spot route, and his protection rule is 1 or 2 because we're in a difference of protection now. We're in man protection equals height to side adjust. And our side adjust, I'll explain it to you right now with that and height protection with what we're doing here. The stick play, I've shown a scat stick, which I've got on film here for you. Let's go down here to these 2 sticks right here out of Trey's Evil Return and also out of West. The hot route is going to be the flat defender. The side adjust is the tight end. What we've done against zone pressure teams, when the tight end sees the inside linebacker come, he just aborts his route and he just turns around and gives us a chance to take advantage of the void he's created in a zone pressure team with our man protections. So we're able to fill the ball and pick it up and convert it, salvage the play, in many cases being able to convert it into some big plays. But regardless on Y stick, number 1's going to run a fade go, and on this go route, he's alerted. Again, if he gets rolled up on and cover 1, cover 0 bump, he's getting the ball, we're taking the challenge. If they play cover 2 or they play soft coverage, cover 3 or cover 1, the foundation for the quarterback is 1 to the flat, 2 to the spot or stick route, and 3 to the spot route, which is run by the X. This is a true half ball horizontal read, and if we cut the ball in half, this is play side, nothing's happening on the back side. I've shown it to you out of Tiger variation out of West. Same thing, we've got the Z running a go. The U from a static formation takes the place of what the zebra did. He's in the flat with the flat route. He handles the hot and also stretches the defense horizontally. The tight end runs the stick. The X runs the spot. The quarterback's read is right there. Whoever's responsible for this crow flat area, if he runs, we throw stick. If he brackets the stick, we throw flat. If he runs, the next defender now gets involved by crawling underneath getting in the hip pocket of the tight end, then we should open up the spot route. And we pull this backside linebacker with the check wide by the tailback, pull him out so we can open up the spot route there by the X. We've run this off of several different variations, and we've also run it off of several different formation looks too. This one here is going to actually be out of tray. I think we put a little zebra return on it. Oh, I'm sorry, this is out of this actually on the slot. My fault. The fullback now is running the flat route. Tight end's running the stick route. The X, who's aligned right here, is running the spot route. Tailback still has a check wide. We have the slant route, which we've alerted at times depending on the quarterback and what we can get out of him. But we're really just reading this guy right here. He brackets the tight end. Ball's going to come out to the flat route. A good third short call, a good first and 10 call, second and normal call, second and long call. Doesn't matter. Just a quick horizontal read. You'll see us do it here out of a two tight end formation. Put a little motion on it. Again, same thing. Got a flat route to the tight end. The read becomes the defender here. He's out, we're in. Just get the ball in frame. So the flat route now becomes the receiver in motion, just to show the variations. A C-gap snap point. He wants to get his head around immediately, right away, because he also has to handle the hot. We can pick 4 up off the backside in all of our protection schemes where our quarterback, his backside is always protected. 4's always picked up. Front side is where all these issues are. The tight end runs the stick route. Now the U in our offense takes the place of the X, and he runs the spot route. Again, just all concept taught by formation structure. This is another look at a tray. We also run a screen off of this. It's really good, the stick screen. Same thing, we get the linebacker here playing the flat route. Should open up the tight end. 1 to the flat, 2 to the stick, and 3 to the spot. I don't know if you guys put any alerts in whenever we get rolled up on. This is going to be a shot going back now with the quarterback having to get all the way back to number 3. And the key thing with